Round 4 of the Precision Racing League Season 6 landed at the beautiful Spa-Francorchamps with David Wormald sitting on pole position next to his fellow countryman Ashley Blakely. Last week's winner Mikko Mutalainen sat in third alongside Steverson Oliveira. Right at the start there were problems on the front row as Ashley received a strange penalty for passing David before the lights went green, which backed up the cars starting on the left side and gave 5th place starter Justin Sutton a free podium position. Justin then began pressuring his teammate Mikko with the outside line for La Source. Justin got a great exit and they went side by side into Eau Rouge, with Justin jumping from 5th to 2nd in under 30 seconds. The battling continued just behind Mikko, with Steverson getting a run on Ashley for 4th place heading into Les Combes. Ashley defended the inside line at turns 7, 9, and 10 before Steverson was forced to settle back into 5th position. At the end of lap 2, Ashley dove into the pits to serve a stop-and-go penalty that all of the drivers would agree was a bit harsh, dropping the Brit down to last place in a race where he nearly got pole position. At the end of lap 3, James was trying to find a way past Oscar for what was now 5th position after Ashley's penalty, before oversteer at the exit of the bus stop chicane dropped Oscar behind both James and Elvin, with Ashley already not far behind. Lap 4, and the leader David was having a relatively quiet race with an already significant gap to 2nd place Justin. David created his own drama with an oversteer moment through Les Combes, which put him in the gravel, unable to safely rejoin the track until Justin, Mikko, and Steverson had all gone by. By lap 5, Justin was now leading the race, but his teammate Mikko had been the faster driver all weekend long. With over 30 minutes of racing still remaining, the focus turned to Justin, and the question was, how long can he hold on to the lead? Mikko seemed to have an obvious advantage in the high-speed corners, while Justin seemed to get much better exits from the low-speed corners at the bus stop chicane and at La Source, which hindered Mikko's ability to get a run on Justin. Relief finally came to Mikko at the end of the lap when Justin locked his rear wheels, under-braking for the bus stop chicane, which sent him in a spin, dropping him behind David and giving Mikko the lead of the race. By lap 6, Ashley had caught Oscar, and with a great run through Eau Rouge, coupled with a slipstream and some late braking at the end of the Kemmel Straight, he moved himself out of last position with the outside line into Les Combes. On lap 7, Mikko was still coming under enormous pressure from Steverson behind him before a spin at the bus stop chicane similar to Oscar's dropped Steverson behind David and not far ahead of Justin. Less than 2 laps after taking Oscar, Ashley was already up to Elvin, and this time was able to use the inside line heading into Les Combes to move up yet another position. On lap 10, James Myers had a momentary loss of concentration after Eau Rouge, which sent him into the barrier at high speed and caused him to get wedged on the Armco, which forced him to wait for a tow truck. As a result, James was lapped by nearly every car on the track, but with over half the race still remaining. Lap 12 is where we saw David finally strike back at Mikko to regain the lead of the race he'd lost on lap 4. With a great run through Blanchimont, David grabbed the inside line on Mikko heading into the bus stop chicane. David went in deep and Mikko tried to switch back, but David hung on to the position. Mikko forced David to defend the inside line at La Source and then tried to switch back on David again, but David's exit speed was better and he carried more speed through Eau Rouge. Mikko had the slipstream, but may have been running higher downforce than David and couldn't get alongside heading into Les Combes. By lap 20, Ashley had amazingly caught all the way back up to his teammate Justin and was trying to find a way past him. Similar to his battle with Mikko earlier in the race, Justin seemed to excel coming out of the two corners that mattered the most, and Ash was forced to hang behind and wait for an opportunity. One lap later, and Ash was at it again with a very late braking maneuver heading into La Source, which very nearly caused contact between the teammates. Thankfully, the collision was avoided, and Justin was gifted with some much-needed breathing room for lap 21. Even with his mistake at La Source, Ash was back on Justin's gearbox as they headed through Lacombe, and when Justin went deep into turn 10, Ash took advantage. The pair of them went side by side through the curve with no name and down the short run towards Puan. Justin had the inside line for the corner, but Ash braked later and went around the outside of Justin to move into 4th place. While Ash and Justin were battling over 4th place, the race leader David was having his own battle with the circuit, when oversteer at campus nearly sent him into the barrier and gave Mikko the lead once again. Amazingly, as the white flag came out indicating the final lap of the race, David had caught back up to Mikko and was once again pressuring him for the lead. With only one major passing location still remaining at the bus stop chicane, Mikko probably didn't expect a lunge from David at turn 13, which caught him off guard. Mikko had one more shot to try and overtake, but David's straight line speed was too much for Mikko, who had to settle for second best in Belgium, finishing less than 6/10 behind David, who scored his second win of the season. Steverson scored another podium just 6 seconds behind Mikko, while Ashley and Justin were separated by less than 2 seconds after the 22-lap race.